Hi, uh, hope you all are well. We've all experienced how difficult it can be when working with court cards, especially if we ask certain questions and it seems it doesn't quite connect with the question at all. So I asked the question, well, in light of how we're all uh, going through difficult times with finances these days, I asked how to handle a difficult financial situation. Perhaps you're unemployed. So I got the King of Wands inverted, and I thought to myself, oh no, a court card. But then I thought to myself, well, let's work with the card. Wands basically means plans, energy you put into projects. So what can we tell from this upside down king? Well, maybe if you're a king and the card is upright, you can afford to spend time by yourself, be quiet and relax. But when you look closely at this king, uh, it looks as if there might be deep in thought, perhaps even a little bit troubled. So when you're a king, you have to think of plans, and other people come to your aid. If I think of pages, they come to your aid, and knights come to your aid. And they busy themselves, and they're active. So, what lesson can we learn from how to deal with financial trouble if you're unemployed and at home emotionally? Well, I'd say, first of all, perhaps if you are unemployed, you cannot afford to be idle, and maybe you will not find your rest and peace in relaxation and sitting down, but maybe you will find your focus and peace while you're busy. Maybe, say for instance, this king has subjects, and one of them is a merchant and he sells vegetables. This person also probably has a situation where he makes just enough money to get by, but emotionally he can handle it because he's busy the whole day. So maybe you can't afford to not be active. Maybe you'll find your emotional calm and rest by being active in some form during the day or whenever. Because maybe when we sit down like this king, he's sitting down, and if I can just get the focus right here again, there. If he's sitting down, maybe our worries come to us and our stress comes to us when we're sitting down, when we're trying to relax. But whereas the king can handle it, he can think of plans, and his subjects must act on those instructions. And when they're successful, it pleases the king. But when you're unemployed, you probably don't have the luxury of giving orders to people and seeing the fruit of that in your work or in your thoughts and ideas. So maybe you have to be the one at the wheel. I'm not saying that necessarily you must find a job if you're having trouble finding a job. I'm saying be active. busy yourself with something creative or something that will make time go by faster, something that will enrich your mind and give you an emotional satisfaction from involving yourself in that activity. Okay, so that's the thought for this chord card. I'd like to stand still on chord cards. I drew this one by accident, but I'd like to use chord cards for a while, and I know I've been gone for quite some time, but I'd like to use chord cards in answering questions, since most people are having difficulty uh, getting answers from what they think is a sterile picture. So that's it for today. Hope you have a lovely weekend.